Some places don't introduce themselves loudly. Borana is one of them. It reveals itself slowly, through the dust rising behind a passing herd, through the quiet shape of acacia trees against the sky, through the sound of wind moving across open plains. Here, in the southern part of Oromia, the land feels ancient, wide, honest. It is a place where people have learned to live with the rhythm of nature, with dry seasons, moving cattle, deep wells, and landscapes that demand patience and respect. This is Borana. And at the center of this story is Borana National Park. A vast and beautiful wilderness where nature still holds its ground. The park is one of the most important natural treasures of Oromia. It is a landscape of open grasslands, dry savanna, bushland, rocky hills, and scattered acacia trees. At first glance, it may look quiet, but the longer you stay, the more the land begins to speak. You begin to notice movement in the distance. Zebras grazing across the plains. Gazelles crossing the grass. Birds rising from the trees. The soft tracks of animals on the dusty ground. Borana National Park is not the kind of place that overwhelms you at once. Its beauty is patient. It asks you to slow down, to look carefully, and to understand the life that survives here. Two of the park's most important areas are the Yabelo Block and the Sarite Block. The Yabelo Block carries a special importance within the Borana landscape. Around Yabelo, the environment is shaped by dry woodland, open bushland, and bird-rich habitats. It is a place where nature and community exist closely together. Yabelo is also one of the areas that reminds us why conservation matters. The wildlife here depends on a fragile balance: grass, water, shade, space, and protection. In a dry land like Borana, survival is never simple. Every animal has adapted to the landscape. Every plant has learned how to endure. Then there is Sarite. The Sarite Block opens into some of the most powerful scenery in the park. The land becomes wider. The horizon stretches farther. The grasslands and savanna give the feeling of true wilderness. This is where Borana National Park becomes cinematic. The plains feel endless. The silence feels deep. Wildlife moves through the frame naturally, not forced, not staged, but exactly where it belongs. In Sarite, the park shows its wild character. A zebra standing still in the morning light. A gazelle disappearing into the grass. A kudu moving carefully through the bush. A bird circling above the open land. These are simple moments, but they carry the beauty of the place. Borana National Park is more than a tourist attraction. It is a living ecosystem. It protects wildlife, preserves important habitats, and keeps alive a landscape that is deeply connected to the identity of the Borana people. Because here, nature is not separate from culture. For generations, the Borana people have lived with this environment. They have moved with their livestock, protected water sources, respected grazing lands, and developed ways of surviving in a place where the land gives, but also tests. That relationship between people and nature is one of the most important stories of Borana. Near the park, the landscape continues to surprise us. One of the most memorable natural landmarks is Elephant Rock. Rising from the land like a sculpture shaped by time, it stands as a quiet symbol of Borana's natural beauty. Its form catches the eye immediately, but its presence feels older than memory, a reminder that this land has been shaped slowly over countless years. From there, the journey takes us to one of Borana's most dramatic places, El Sud Crater Lake. Looking down into El Sud, the view is unforgettable. The lake rests deep inside a volcanic crater, dark and still, surrounded by steep walls of earth. It feels hidden, almost secret. But El Sud is not only a place to admire from above. It is also a place of work, endurance, and tradition. For generations, people have gone down into the crater to collect salt from the lake. It is difficult work, slow work. Work that shows the strength of the people and their connection to the land. In Borana, the land is beautiful, but it is never just scenery. It is part of daily life. Nowhere is this clearer than at Tula Saglan, the 9 wells. These traditional wells are among the most powerful symbols of Borana wisdom. Dug deep into the earth, they have served people and livestock for generations. At the wells, everything moves with rhythm. Men stand at different levels inside the well. Water is passed upward from hand to hand. Songs guide the work. Cattle wait their turn. The whole system depends on cooperation, discipline, and respect. Tula Saglan is more than an old water source. It is a living example of community organization. It shows how the Borana people have managed water in a dry land, not only with strength, but with knowledge passed down through generations. And as the journey moves from the land to the home, from the wilderness to the community, we meet another important part of Borana culture, Buna Kalaya. Buna Kala is a traditional Oromo ceremony prepared with coffee and butter. It is connected to blessing, hospitality, togetherness, and respect. It is not simply something to eat or drink. It is a moment of gathering, a moment of sharing, a moment where culture is carried through simple, meaningful acts. Through Buna Kalaa, we see the warmth of Borana life. The same land that holds wildlife also holds ceremony. The same people who care for cattle and water also carry blessings, songs, and traditions. The same landscape that challenges life also gives life meaning. This is the beauty of Borana. It is not only in the animals. It is not only in the park. It is not only in the crater, the rock, or the wells. It is in the connection between all of them.